right, so you guys, it's been an exciting year for Marc by Marc Jacobs. Now, this is the second season under the creative team of Katie Hillier and design director Luella Bartley. Now, the Marc by Marc Jacobs line started back in 2000 as a more affordable counterpart to the original Marc Jacobs line and has really evolved into its own identity. Now, our fashion correspondent June Ambrose was backstage at the show.
Backstage at Marc by Marc Jacobs, and the energy back here is wild. Actually quite whimsical. I'm seeing some adorable hairdos go by, little China knots in mohawks, which leads me to believe the collection will be just as wild and zany. I'm hoping for a lot of color. Actually, I've seen hints of color. So I'm excited about seeing this show.
Okay, everyone, best behavior, please, because our next guest is my boss. Joining us now is Style.com's editor-in-chief, Dirk Standen.
Oh, Dirk, you know that's the most demure she's been all day.
She's been doing a fantastic job so far. So.
Okay, so Dirk, first of all, before we get started, I want to say congratulations to you because you guys just relaunched Style.com. And if you don't know, you guys are really the pioneers. You were at the forefront of doing any of this online. You know, I think at a time when it wasn't even called Style.com, it was just Style. Oh.
Is this special delivery?
Well, you guys deserve a drink. You've been doing this for 6 hours, so...
This is really for your relaunch.
Oh, great. Oh, thank you.
It's a toast.
It's just
yeah, no,
water.
we're actually 14 years old, Joe, which is about 100 years in internet years, so... you know, I had hair when we started, so that'll tell you. But we were really the first site that went to the fashion shows and opened them up for the whole world and put the photos online. Before that, it was, you know, a handful of editors who saw the clothes, and then, you know, 6 months later, it was in the magazine. So, you know, it's been a huge kind of revolution. We were lucky enough to be sort of part of that and at the start of that, and now, as you see, 6 hours of live programming.
And I have to tell you that I'm actually really excited that I get to be part of this, that we get to have our very first partnership together doing this incredible live stream for 6 hours for New York Fashion Week, and that we get to partner with you guys who are so brilliant and such forefront, you know, founding fathers in this industry. So I'm going to toast to that.
Okay.
How about that? I get my tequila. You get your champers.
Cheers, my
Thank you so much, you guys.
No, thank you.
All the cocktail napkins blow away because that's the kind of...
I'm going to hold on to this. I'm afraid it's going to flip over.
Oh, that's really good. That's so good, I have to tell you. I've been waiting for that all day.
Is that the first one? You sure?
Yeah, because
Well, we had drunk cupcakes earlier.
and they only bring it out because you're here. So
Okay.
I had to wait for you to come because you're the special guest. So Dirk, I know you were at the Marc by Marc Jacobs show earlier today. Why don't we take a look and tell us what you think?
Okay. Well, post rave, Joe, I think. You walked in and there were these huge speakers you see in the background there, and this kind of incredible light installation, and pulsating lights for the half hour while you were waiting for the show to begin, and then the girls came out, the lights went up, and you know, it really was like being at a rave.
Is it
Also, I'm
weird-
told.
is
I've
it
never been
weird
to a
that,
rave myself.
But is it weird that somebody else is designing the Marc by Marc Jacobs line and Marc Jacobs himself is just sitting in the front row? No,
Well, look, it's a really interesting point for the company. Obviously, Marc Jacobs for a long time was also designing Louis Vuitton, and you know, about a year ago, he's you know, left Vuitton to concentrate on Marc Jacobs, and I think they're making a lot of changes at the company. And one of the first things they did at that point was bring in these two very cool London girls, Luella Bartley, you know, a great English designer, and Katie Hillier, you know, a great kind of stylist, brand consultant, two very talented people. And obviously they've been given a real mandate to completely change what's going on at that line. You know, before it had this sort of soft focus, sort of vintagey feel to it for the last few seasons, and they have come in and they have gone, you know, in a very different direction. You know, much more of a kind of hardcore direction. And you know, I think the sort of motivation behind the show was interesting, and I think it sort of tells you how designers think. But they went to LA. That got them sort of thinking about the light and space artists of the 60s in LA, people like James Turrell and Robert Irwin, who did these kind of incredible light installations. that got them thinking about rave. And so, sort of from a trip to LA to, this kind of rave the show that you're seeing here is kind of interesting.
Do people still go to raves?
I mean, I don't know
coming
if
back,
I should say
apparently.
with my editor-in-chief sitting next to me.
Well, we've seen...
Yes, they do.
Oh, I
But we've
heard
seen,
they do.
you saw Tommy Hilfiger yesterday was kind of, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That kind of psychedelia. Tom Brown yesterday, very psychedelic. So
You're seeing a lot of that.
now we have
this
a
weekend.
rave. So
You're seeing a lot of that.
Yes.
I have a rule. I always say
Psychedelia is back.
I know it's true, and I always have this rule where I say twice is a coincidence, but 3 times is a trend.
Three's a trend.
Okay, so we have a
We have
trend.
a story
There you go.
called Three's a trend.
And that's what it is. As long as you say it 3 times,
It's a
it is a trend. And this is a trend now, psychedelia, right? Now, Katie, who's one half of the design group for Marc by Marc Jacobs, started out by making belts for Marc. That's really what her background was, making belts. I mean, don't you think
Katie is in fact an incredible accessories designer, and I don't even know if I can say who she's worked for, but she's been a secret weapon for a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of best-selling bags around that people are carrying around, and it might not say Katie Hillier's name on them, but she designed them. So
Now, Catherine, what do you
very
think?
talented.
What do you think of this collection?
I mean, I think it's great. I think it's kind of a, kind of rough edge, downtown street, throwback 90s extravaganza. I don't know if it's, well, actually, no, those leggings are very me, the black shiny. Yeah, I could put those on right now. I'm freezing. But seeing as Dirk just kind of schooled us on all things Marc by Marc Jacobs, Dirk, I would like to play a game with you.
Well, be careful, Catherine.
Okay. Hopefully I still have a job tomorrow.
And he's going to play a game with you,
Okay.
fired or hired.
Okay, no, seriously, we're playing this game. It's called Fact or Fiction, Marc by Marc Jacobs.
Oh boy. Okay.
Or just Marc Jacobs. Okay. Number 1.
I'm going to throw them over to Joe if I can't answer them. but
Okay, fair enough.
I'll
You
just
guys
give
can
it away.
both play.
Okay.
You can both play. Okay, Marc Jacobs started in Marc's basement studio with an old Singer machine. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
No, that is incorrect. The company started at 113 Spring Street with 1 pattern maker and 2 sewers. All 3 are still with the brand today. Okay, rough start.
Wow.
All
You
right.
can come back still.
They're founding employees.
I was watching earlier, and the questions were much easier than you were asking other people.
You
So.
know, we knew you were coming on.
We have
Fine.
to dial it up a little bit for
Okay,
you. You're the
number
boss.
2. The first customer at Marc Jacobs' first boutique, which opened in Soho in 1997, was his mom, Judy. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to throw that one to Joe.
I'm just going to
These
say
are very
fact because
hard.
it's such a cute story.
No,
Is
it's
that
not. No.
Oh.
It was actually Julia Roberts was his first customer.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding whatsoever.
Wait, Pretty Woman was his first customer at a store?
Absolutely,
That's
yes.
amazing.
I hope he didn't Pretty Woman her.
Who did the research for these? Do we trust our
No, I
sources?
didn't Pretty Woman her.
I just read what the cards tell
I've
me.
styled Julia many times, and I've dressed her in Marc Jacobs, but I had no idea she was the first customer. That's kind of awesome.
Surprise.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, number 3. The
We're
very
0 for 2 at this point.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're not
good.
doing so hot.
As Joe said, Style.com is the expert on fashion, so I'm glad we're here proving that tonight.
Okay. Number 3. The very first Marc by Marc Jacobs collection Katie and Luella designed was inspired by Power Rangers and BMX riders. True or false? Fact or fiction?
That is true.
That
is
is-
true.
that
That's
is
a good
right.
one.
That was an easy one, so
Yeah.
you finally threw me a
Okay,
bone on that
Joe,
one.
this is for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Katie and Luella have known each other since 1999. Katie was Luella's assistant and created accessories. Fact or fiction?
Oh, fact.
That is a fact.
That is a fact.
Bravo. Okay. Joe's showing you up. Okay, number 5. In 2009, everyone thought Luella was done with fashion altogether when she told the Sunday Times that she was happy to be out. That same year, Katie won Accessory Designer of the Year at the British Fashion Awards. Fact or fiction? Anybody?
Fact.
That is a fact.
I was going to say fact.
There we go. We got it. Okay, should we do one more?
Do one more. Come on.
Okay,
Okay, this will be
tiebreaker.
our last
Okay.
one. For their new fall campaign, Marc by Marc Jacobs cast their models through a cutthroat reality competition hosted by I'm going to try that again. Naomi Campbell, who did tell me that she liked my shoes yesterday. Fact or fiction?
What, did she like your shoes? Or,
No, that's a fact.
no,
obviously.
that's not what she told me later, but fashion is a cruel world. I kid.
She said, check your lipstick before you come talk to me."
It's half true. I think I know this one. It wasn't Naomi, but they did in fact cast it through social media.
Instagram.
There it is.
And it was.
You got it.
But I
you
don't
got
think
it.
Naomi was
yeah,
involved.
Fiction. Naomi was not involved whatsoever.
Instagram.
Okay, not bad,
But it was
guys.
a very,
not bad.
very clever ad campaign.
Okay, you probably won for the day, and if you didn't, Catherine's going to say that you did.
Absolutely. Dirk definitely won.
Should we cheers
Okay.
to
Cheers.
Dirk being the big winner of the day?
Cheers to that.
Okay, thank you.
But seriously, congratulations on your new site.
No, thank you.
It's great. Everyone needs to log on, style.com, and see all of your wonderful new features and all your exciting things. And I hope this is the beginning of a long partnership.
Yeah,
We can do
I do
many
too.
amazing
And
things together.
you know, we're thrilled to be working with you, Joe. Joe and I, you know, have been colleagues in the trenches of fashion for a long time, and I couldn't be more thrilled for him
I know.
to be running Yahoo Star, which is such an exciting.
And you're missing a show to be here, and that's the best part
Yes.
of all. All right.
Okay.
So as always, June Ambrose was front row to see what viewers at the show really thought.
Talk a little bit about who you saw here tonight.
Okay. Today I actually saw Marc Jacobs sitting front row, which is very, very rare. February, I think, was the first time that we saw him at Marc by Marc, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what he thinks when he sees his own show, but he seemed very, very happy at the end because he went up and hugged the girls.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he was thrilled.
Would you say he was one of the biggest stars sitting front row? Because I didn't see a whole lot, but you tell me.
I think Marc Jacobs is one of the biggest stars anywhere he goes. He's huge.
I loved it. It was so awesome. It was so cool, and I love the shoot.
I saw that you came in late, so was it everything you imagined was whimsical and...
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. I love the music. I love the whole scenery. I love when they stopped here around the triangle. It was all really cool.
For me, it's a genius of fashion. Always bring creativity and innovation. That's why Marc by Marc line now is having more attention also because he have a really smart idea to bring other people online on board.
This show here is always crazy and over the top, and I love all those little Shinjuku girl references. Who doesn't want a little great latex legging or a latex arming and a fantastic mixed up, messed up sweatshirt with a little bit of a pleated skirt hanging from below? I love a lot of excitement on a runway. We always find it